said, as we live in God, our love grows more perfect. And so this is and this is a quote from you, that loving people well is an ongoing process.
Yeah.
It's something that we begin in it, we start to move into it, move in it, we mature in it. It's really like all of our Christian life. It is all a process, being changed. I love this one verse out of 2 Corinthians 3:18 where it says, that we're being moved from one degree of glory to a greater degree of glory.
Yeah.
We're progressing in this life as believers, but to think that this love, and I want to kind of define this real quick. We talked about this earlier, that a lot of people look at 1 Corinthians chapter 13, they say, oh, that's the love chapter, and we've both used that chapter in weddings and different things like that, but it's not romantic love, and it's not even friendship love that's talked about there. It's in a letter to a church that had a bunch of problems going on in their relationships with each other. And I heard a guy say this, and it stuck with me for years, that the love that's mentioned there in chapter 13 of 1 Corinthians, it's a love that there's a couple things it doesn't do. The first one is this love looks at a life and it does not give that life what it deserves. And I'm glad for that there's been a lot of times that I didn't get what I deserved.
Right.
And secondly, this kind of love is a love that looks at a life and doesn't many times give that life what it desires. And again, I'm thankful for that I haven't, because we can have wrong desires, things that wouldn't be good for us.
Yeah.
But it says that this kind of love is a love that looks at a life and then it discerns what that life needs most, and then that's what it gives. And that's what makes it a God kind of love, because that's exactly what he did for us. Thankfully, he didn't give us what we deserved, and he didn't give us necessarily what we desired, but he discerned what we needed most, and what he gave. He gave his son, and it was because he loved us that he did that.